as cheesy as it sounds, the family aspect of it is something that's really there. It's something where you really are able to connect with people and just kind of feel at home.
What made me join show choir? Nick did. Yeah, I went up to him and I told him, I was like, hey, I kind of want to join the show choir. And he said, I told you so.
I'll definitely miss the sense of community most about show choir.
Mr. Brown, well, I've only known for like a year, not even, but he's already made a pretty big impact, so.
Sometimes he refers to specific TV shows, and a lot of times it's Friends, and he's like, Unagi, danger!
I will miss walking into the choir room and knowing I can talk with anybody and that we're all here together.
My favorite comp was the Waconia year when we first started stealing spoons.
I feel like it's one big crazy family all dancing and singing and making memories every time we go out there.
I love music and dancing, and it was a way for me to just get that out.
All the people, definitely Tony.
I wanted to play my guitar, and I guess it just allowed me to do that.
I literally had no idea at all. The first time I ever saw a show choir set is when I stayed after practice to watch Connection, and I was like, that's what it turns out as? Like, I was shocked.
First getting to really know Mr. Brown and in class, like saying something stupid, just like as an outburst, and he was just like, oh, he knows not of what he says, and I was just like, oh, it's only the start.
I knew it was singing and dancing, but I didn't really know the whole extra part. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Our traditions. Extravagant, but in the best way possible, because that show choir, like, I don't care, like, we just are extra, and it's great.
When I go on stage, I get this really nervous pee, but as soon as the music starts and I start dancing or singing, like, it all goes away and I have the time of my life.
Nervous, but like a good nervous, not a parent nervous.
Amazing. It's a feeling that you will never feel anywhere else in your life.
It goes by faster than you think it will.
My favorite song throughout all my years would be Baby I'm a Star, my sophomore year, just because it was illegal.
My favorite song was Don't Stop Me Now because it's when Jive lost our closer and then we had to do Don't Stop Me Now, and it was the best feeling when we got a good placement doing it the first time.
Humanity in last year's set, that was pretty awesome.
Try to like remember like changes we made the week before or the day before or the minutes before.
I would say our traditions are very strange and weird, but also super important to like the way our choir works.
To be honest, like I really thought it was something that I wouldn't enjoy. I always enjoyed singing, but I could never dance. I still can't dance to this day, but I still really like it.
And Mr. Brown turned to us and he said, should I say lit? And I think Jillian said, no, you should say totes lit. And so he typed it, but it auto-corrected to tots lit.
Whenever we start upside down, he goes, get, 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 get.
I feel like the traditions are sometimes really bizarre.
Before I joined show choir, people had said that it's a cult, and I literally did not think that it was actually a cult.
Our traditions are probably like some kind of cult sacrifice in some way.
I really want to know how the traditions started.
Like a song came on and like everybody in the auditorium started like grooving and like singing along, and I'm like, these are my people. And I was like, I knew that instant that I needed to audition.
My favorite song throughout all the years is Upside Down because that was kind of the first dance that I really did partner work with because we didn't do much my junior year.
Boogie Wonderland's a banger.
More of the same, the opener of my sophomore year.
In the end, like, you can always have someone to hang out with or talk to, and I love that.
It's such a tight-knit group.
I will miss spending like every day with the same people over and over again. The past 4 years, that's how it's been, so it'll be super different next year.
I honestly can't explain it. You just like get this rush of energy that like you don't get with anything else.
My favorite song would definitely be Flight from sophomore year because that ballad was like spiritual.
My sophomore year, we were on stage and my shoe fell off.
I definitely like singing better because I'm obviously better at it than dancing.
What I will miss most about show choir is seeing everybody after school, during school, before school.
If I wouldn't have made the friends in show choir that I did, like, I don't know who I would be now.
As soon as you walk on stage, it's that like rush of adrenaline and like, yeah, I was born to do this.
I like singing a lot better than dancing because I don't think I'm very coordinated.
So the most embarrassing moment of my show choir career was my first performance ever at the first Big A Dinner show. I was in the front row
and everyone did the turn at the exact same time, and I went the opposite direction out of everyone in the choir.
Connection Special last year did not turn on my amp for the band feature.
I don't know, as this year went on, I've found that I love singing a lot more than dancing.
My sophomore year in Connection, our closer was Renegade, and that was super fun, and that dance break was really good.
My favorite trip. I honestly couldn't choose between Chicago and Branson, just because the long bus rides really allowed us to like get to know everyone and become closer.
I would have to say Branson. It was a very good one. Good way to end senior year.
I'll miss like all the competitions, and I'll miss probably Mr. Brown. I'm just like really thankful that we had him at least 1 year.
Chipotle man, because he always had Chipotle. Well, I remember at the beginning of the year, he told us never to call him Fifi.
Best Mr. Brown nickname is definitely Fifi.
I like Fifi because he hates it.
Fifi. I like Fifi the best.
Fifi.
Fifi.
Fifi, forever in my heart.
Fifi is my favorite. I refuse to call him Brownie Bite. It's Fifi. Brownie Bite.
Brownie Bite.
Brownie Bite.
Brownie Bite.
Brownie Bite.
Brownie Bite, of course.
Brownie Boy.
Gangsta Brown. Because he had those ripped jeans. Ripped jeans, but it was just like one little slit.
Dad.
P. Diddy. He really doesn't like that one, but that's my favorite one.
PB&J for him and Jamie, for sure.
I mean, one that we kind of took on, which he still knows about, but the Blonde Stripes, which is still our a cappella group chat name, and it will always be the Blonde Stripes. No matter how long we are the Accidentals, we are always the Blonde Stripes at heart.
The adrenaline of performing with people that you hear so much about.
The community that like show choir has brought into my life.
All the connections that I've made, all of the great friends that I have that I'm definitely gonna have after high school.
Definitely the people and the sense of camaraderie that we have, and the excitement and the drama.
The people. They're great.
Definitely performing, because I'm not doing choir anymore, and I'll miss doing it with all my best friends.